Joining us now, Los Angeles-based Wall Street Journal reporter Katherine Sayre. Katherine, great to see you. Thank you for being here. You know, it's not all about Alec Baldwin. I want to say that it should be all about the victims here. And I just want to put up pictures of Halyna Hutchins. She's a cinematographer who was killed. There was also, by the way, the director, Joel Souza, who was wounded. I'm just wondering, has he recovered completely?
He has recovered, yes.
Good, good. Well, that's good. But was this charge, and it's not only against Baldwin, it's also against the woman who was in charge of the arms that were on the set. They both have charges that are coming. Was that expected?
Well, today's news really answers the question that we've all been asking since this incident happened, you know, some 15 months ago now. Would anyone face criminal charges in Halyna's death? So as you said, we've got Alec Baldwin, the film's star and producer, as well as the film's armorer, the crew person who's in charge of guns, both facing these charges of involuntary manslaughter. And interestingly, a third person, an assistant director, David Halls, has agreed to plead guilty to a lesser offense and testify for the prosecution if necessary.
Well, now that's an interesting story. He, as I read, he got 6 months probation as his sentence. That's pretty easy compared to what might happen to the armorer and to Mr. Baldwin. It sounded like what they were saying, at least what Baldwin was saying, because he was the more vocal of the two, was kind of putting the charge on him, on David Halls, the assistant director. So apparently the judge or whoever made the deal with him didn't buy that.
Well, the plea agreement has been reached between the DA and David Halls. They'll still have to go before the judge. But to your point, you know, Alec Baldwin, through his lawyer and through his court filings, has, you know, pointed the blame on crew members who he says he put his trust in these professionals to protect him. Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, meanwhile, you know, has said, hey, I was the armorer on the set, but I also had this second job assisting in props, so my attention was divided.
Right.
That's you're her attorney.
Well, David Halls was the one, just to get it straight, that handed the weapon to Mr. Baldwin, correct?
That's correct. David Halls handed the gun to Alec.
Now, Alec Baldwin has claimed for a long time that the gun just went off. He actually said he didn't pull the trigger. Let me have a tape, roll the tape of an interview he did with ABC in which he said that. Roll tape.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never.
Now, apparently, prosecutors have dismissed that claim by Baldwin, right?
I'm not sure about that. You know, how the gun actually went off, whether it was an accidental after the hammer was pulled back, whether the trigger was pulled. I think that'll come out in this prosecution. You know, I think that's to be determined.
Well, in your article, one of the prosecutors said, and I'm quoting her, the trigger was pulled in that gun while it was pointed at Halyna Hutchins. So it sounds like they're not buying the Baldwin defense.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, they are bringing charges of negligence, you know, in involuntary manslaughter against them. Yes.
Yeah. Well, Baldwin already is calling it a, quote, miscarriage of justice. It doesn't sound like he wants a plea deal, does it?
I'm not sure. His attorney has certainly said they are fighting these charges, that these charges are missteps by the district attorney, and I see them, you know, certainly fighting these charges.
And while, again, the focus should be on Miss Hutchins, the late Miss Hutchins, I am curious about whether Baldwin's career is finished as a result of this, even the charge itself and what he went through.
I really couldn't say whether his, you know, career is finished. I think, you know, when the prosecutors formally file these charges by the end of the month, they'll be laying out exactly what evidence from this huge investigation that they'll be pointing to try to prove Alec Baldwin should be convicted of involuntary manslaughter.
And by the way, her family has said, and I'm quoting from her lawyer, the Hutchins family lawyer, quote, "It is a comfort to the family that in New Mexico, no one is above the law." So at least they seem to have found some justice at just in the fact that he is going to be charged.
Absolutely. They support these charges. They've spoken with the district attorney about them.
And again, just to be clear, the charges have not yet been made, but they're going to be made at the end of the month, and then a judge will have to decide how to proceed, correct?
That's right. A judge will have to rule on probable cause based on the evidence that the district attorney presents.
All right, Katherine, thank you very much. I appreciate your reporting on that.